Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com, where each day I help guide you through this crazy cryptocurrency revolution. Guys, today I want to talk about a specific ICO that I feel has tremendous potential in 2018. These guys are seasoned professionals, seasoned veterans in the telecommunications industry, and I think they have a very compelling idea in how they are going to disrupt the telecommunications industry. Let's jump right into it, guys. I want to review this ICO. I came across this somewhat randomly, and I am loving what I am seeing, and I think there's a ton of potential here. These guys are trying to create a platform, not necessarily a coin or a token, although that is part of the package. They're trying to really create an overall platform to disrupt the telecommunications industry. Welcome, guys, to Bubble Tone and blockchain in telecom. So essentially, what they're trying to do is take the telecommunications industry and really turn it upside down and turn it on its head and integrate it into the blockchain, right? To make it possible for people that use this product, that use this platform, to really have a mobile provider anywhere in the world under any circumstances. They can literally tap into this telecommunications network and get service on their phone, be able to make calls internationally, so forth and so on. And they could do so without using a SIM card, without using a specific phone number, so forth and so on, right? And essentially, it's going to be the next generation of how telecommunications companies interact with subscribers and with other providers, right? And that's exactly what they say here on their website. The first decentralized telecom ecosystem that allows mobile network operators, phone users, and service providers to interact directly. So that's really what they're trying to do. I already explained a little bit about what BubbleTone users would get, what the advantages would be for them. For mobile operators and service providers, think of your AT&Ts, your Comcast, your big telecommunications providers, at least in the US, right? There's others internationally. But so the mobile operators and service providers, what they would get is any operator can become global without complex network integration. So what BubbleTone is going to do is they're going to allow any local, small, independent mobile operator or service provider tap into a global market to get more customers, right? Essentially to serve more customers with telecommunications resources that they may need, right? They'll also get direct access to international telecom market with millions of new customers. So immediately they're going to be able to tap into this network, this ecosystem that BubbleTone is creating. End users and operators will be able to tap into this vast network to not only, get more customers, but to also get more resources, bandwidth, so forth, if they need it, right? And then lastly, to increase the revenue through distribution of value-added services, which is kind of naturally goes with building out an ecosystem such of this magnitude, right? So I want to go through a few things with you guys. They do have a pre-ICO going on right now. It ends in 25 days. The current price is 42 cents for UMT tickets. They do require a minimum investment because I don't actually know why. I will look through this and find out why they're actually asking for a minimum investment. But that's 42 cents a coin, a little bit higher than I like to typically go, but this play is going to be a massive play. And I want to jump into the team here because I think the team is very important. Actually, before I jump in the team, let's go down and let's look a little bit more at what the benefits are. And I like this section here. Consider the following benefits. When a SIM card is first sold, the home operator validates the client and sends encrypted digital proof of the client's validity into a blockchain. As a result, when the client goes to another country, there's no need to provide their ID to get another SIM card. So immediately they're going to eradicate and get rid of SIM cards, right? That's been a problem. I've traveled internationally to South America, to Eastern Europe, so forth and so on. You always got to find your SIM cards. You always got to either replenish or buy new SIM cards. This solution would actually eradicate that, and there would be no need for that. You would just literally log into your BubbleTone app, and you'd be able to tap into any one of the operator or service provider networks. They'd offer you a deal, and then you could make a phone call, right, without a SIM card, okay? That's kind of the first thing. Second, the roaming operators will only need to promptly offer their services and price quotes, and the network will distribute the information and use it to bill clients itself. So the billing, the logistical information about the price quotes, about the offer, about the minutes used, about how long, the location, so forth and so on, that will all be programmatic and contained within the blockchain itself. It'll all be contained on the network, and there will never be a need to kind of keep adding this information if you switch service providers or mobile carriers, things like that, right? It'll all be kind of baked into this product, this platform. Number three, the offers will be regulated by the law of supply and demand, so technical and market share dominance will become less important than, for instance, the quality of service. Isn't this the cellular communication we always wanted? Yeah, so what they're basically saying is that anybody, they're going to equalize the playing field. They're going to create a level playing field for any service provider, for any mobile operator, and really for any end user who wants to get good prices, right, on using cellular service or to any telecommunications service, right? So that's what they're trying to do there. Number 4, we are making communication services exponentially more affordable and are fighting inequality. The cost to use and support our system is significantly less than what you'll find with other operators today, right? And I think that's true. I mean, if you live in the US, you have AT&T, you have Comcast, you have T-Mobile, Verizon. There's a handful of these service providers, and they essentially dominate and monopolize the market. Because if you go, from one to the other, from Sprint to Verizon to AT&T, the prices are all very similar, right? The contract structure is all very similar. The amount of minutes or data roaming you get is all very, very similar because they've been essentially monopolized. What Bubbletone is going to do is they're going to break down those monopolies and equalize the playing field. So anybody can get an affordable rate on any telecommunications service they want, like if they wanted to place phone calls and whatnot, okay? So that's the next thing. Number 5, our system has many technological advantages and some shortcomings, of course. For more information, see the project's white paper. Okay, so we'll jump over to the white paper in just 1 second here, but I also want to jump down into how it works, okay? Telecom 2.0 blockchain replaces old-fashioned and costly roaming technology totally by implementing smart contracts into mobile operators' interactions. So they're replacing the old roaming technology and they're essentially replacing it with blockchain technology, which is smart contracts. And they're integrating that with mobile operators and how they interact with end users. Very, very cool stuff, guys. I know this might be a little bit difficult to understand, but bear with me. We're going to go through this. And I think the good ICOs, the ones that have merit, the ones that have value, they are sometimes a bit more complicated to understand. Their business plans are a bit more complicated, more drawn out, will take a longer time to develop. These guys have the chops, and I'm going to show you here in just a sec. So next, the blockchain in telecom is based on proof of importance, consensus to process millions of smart contracts between mobile operators around the world. And this truly is a multi-million, if not billion end user industry, right? I mean, everybody needs a phone call. Everybody needs a phone. Everybody needs to be able to make phone calls. Everybody needs telecommunications resources, and that's exactly what these guys are providing. Here's a little diagram of how it works. I'll walk through this a little bit, but not too much. You could go to this website, bubbletone.io, and check it out yourself. But essentially, any mobile operator can publish its own tariff plans as smart contracts or an offer, right? They can give an offer to end users, and these offers will be available to any operator and their subscribers, right? So any other operator, any other service provider, and all of the end users on the network will see what your offer is if you are an actual mobile operator, right? So again, equalizing the playing field. Then number 2, requests for mobile services abroad. So this would be like an end user, right? Like a subscriber, like me. I'm coming. I need some sort of service to make mobile phone calls or some sort of telecommunications call, right? And I need that. So I would go and I would actually search in the blockchain on this network to find the best offer for me based on what my need is. Do I need to make an international call? Do I need to make a local call? Do I need a lot of minutes? Do I need only a few minutes? And it'll all be baked in, and these offers will be really self-selected by end users based on what you need, right? So they're, again, equalizing the playing field, making it completely open in terms of what offers, what providers, what services you can actually secure, and then making sure those transactions can be fulfilled and executed over the blockchain, right? And we know that blockchain is secure, so we know the transactions in the blockchain will remain. They won't be hacked. They won't be hidden. There won't be scams or anything like that. So pretty cool stuff, guys. Let's see. Okay. Number 3 is smart contract requests with digital identity, hash, and financial transaction. Number 4 and 5, servicing the subscriber directly by downloading its own mobile profile onto a SIM card over the air. So like a virtual SIM card within the blockchain itself. Very cool stuff, guys. So now I do want to get down a little bit down here because there is an opportunity for end users like you and me to actually make money by becoming a node, if you will, which is essentially becoming a mobile operator, right? So if I wanted to become a node, I can buy these Bubbletone coins and I can actually become a mobile operator myself, and I can present offers, so forth and so on, and people can use my tokens, my UMT tokens, and I will actually get paid for that, okay? So let's read through this a little bit further. The process of creating and executing smart contracts is seamless for subscribers and takes about a minute. Direct connection to a local operator provides low rates and high LTE quality, with management using Bubbletone mobile app having 100 useful functions. Crypto holders, which would be somebody like me or you, anybody who's investing in this particular ICO, could set up their own nodes to earn universal mobile tokens on smart contract processing. Growing demand and limited offer of tokens provide a great revenue stream for each participant. So the more tokens you have, the more you can lend out, the more end user subscribers will utilize those tokens to actually do whatever telecommunications work they need to do, and you will get paid for that. And here's a little diagram of how that works. It just basically shows kind of the journey of how that would actually happen and how you'd make money. You can look through it. You can sign up here if you'd like. Okay, so now let's jump into the team. First, guys, they already have 240,000 subscribers, right? They have 50 engineers and 10,000 POS, right? So they have an app. You could download it now. You can go look at it. You can go play with it. They actually have a real product here, guys. This isn't something just pie in the sky and in the air. They have an actual product. A lot of ICOs don't. That's another bonus and plus for me. Global mobile data exchange with local tariffs in 80 countries, blah, 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 blah. I think you guys kind of get that. What I would like to do, let's see. What are the advantages? I'll come back to this here in just a sec. So the team, I'd really like to highlight the team because I think they're a very, very strong team. They're actually a very large team. If you kind of just scroll through here, they're a big team. Yuri Morozov and Oleg Pravedin are the founders of this company. Let's quickly jump over to their LinkedIn profiles. They're veterans, right? Yuri is a founder of 4 active telecommunications companies with 50 million annual revenue. Oleg is telecom visionary, founder of 3 startups in the USA, China, and Russia. Let's quickly jump over to Yuri's profile in LinkedIn here. He's the founder and CEO of BubbleTone.io. Obviously, you can see that. He has, let's see here. Let's go through his credentials. This talks about BubbleTone.io, which I've talked about a little bit already. He's the chairman of the board for CountryCom. He's the CEO of Express Telecom, telecommunications provider, for 4 years, for 16 years. And he went to school in Moscow, right? So this guy has a tremendous amount of experience in the telecommunications industry. He's a seasoned vet. He's been here before. He's started multiple companies in this space, which I love when I see a product like this or a platform like this, right? Oleg, he is blockchain telecom director for BubbleTone. Let's look at his background. He's a co-founder, obviously, and a managing director. He's also the founder and CEO of ComfortWay. You can go ahead and look at, it's another mobile internet type of technology. So again, experience in the telecommunications industry. He's founder of and CEO of Metronet for 6 years. Let's see, for 4 years, he was founder of ComfortWay. So again, this guy has a ton of experience in the telecommunications industry, something else I like to see. And if you kind of look through here, you're going to notice that these folks have a lot of experience. You could look at all their LinkedIn profiles. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but they have experience in blockchain. They have experience in telecommunications, and they are ripe to build this platform out. And I think it's very, very exciting, guys. Okay, so what else? I do want to touch on one other thing, or actually a couple other things here real quick. If you go down and look at their profile at the bottom here, and okay, and you go to like some of these profiles, right? You can go to Bitcoin Talk Forum. You can go to like their Telegram, their Telegram Messenger group, Facebook, so forth and so on. I was taking a look at them, and there's a lot of activity. There's a lot of interest in this technology. If you just go to bitcointalk.org, again, you could go to BubbleTone.io and you can navigate to this page. But if you're on Bitcoin Talk and you're looking at it, look, it was posted. The first post was, let's see, December 27th, 2017. And they already have 50 pages of comments. That's not an easy thing to achieve on bitcointalk.org if you've ever used it. 50 pages is a lot of comments, a lot of engagement, a lot of people interested in what they're doing. You can read through this. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the details on Bitcoin Talk, but essentially this gives their product vision and what they're doing. And you can go through and look at it a bit deeper. But look at some of these comments. I mean, they've presented at different conferences. I'm sure that it's going to be one of the biggest ICOs in 2018. Welcome, everyone, to the BubbleTone thread. Would love to participate. Thanks for the cheers. Good to see you. Where can I find more information? Let's go to some of the more recent comments. If you go to the end page here, today, there were some comments today, right? And they give instruction and, more specific details about how the technology works. I'm going to go back a page to see if I can find more comments. You are saying the operators were joined for free. I hope you can do generation. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but this shows that people are very, very interested, very, very active community. people want to know how bubble tones will work. And that's a really good sign to me because that shows that people are interested. They don't think it's a scam. They think it's a viable business model, and they think it's, an opportunity. And that's huge for me when looking at an ICO, right? A lot of ICOs are scammy. This one certainly is absolutely not a scam. It's definitely viable with a viable business model. And I'm going to go into the white paper in just a second, but I want to look at the Telegram channel really quick as well. Already on their Telegram channel, they have about 2,500 members. You can go and join that group. I may join this a little bit later as I start to invest in this ICO. But go ahead and check that out. I think they're trying to grow this group, and I think it'd be good to go and join it to ask any questions you may have before actually investing in the ICO. Again, I think that's another positive sign that they have all these social media profiles built out and they're actually engaging with people that want to invest. That's a very strong sign to me, showing that this is not scammy and that it's a viable plan here. Okay, so next, I want to go into the white paper here. First, let's look at the one pager, guys. The one pager really kind of ties this all together. It really outlines what the vision is and what Bubble Tones is trying to do. The reason I'm spending a little bit more time on this is because I really want you to be to understand what they're doing, how it works, because it is a very sophisticated model that they're building out and very powerful, right? So just in a nutshell, users will have the ability to make calls and use data traveling worldwide at great local rates with direct connection to local operators, right? No longer will you need to use your big operator, that you may have at home while you're traveling international. You can just literally tap into the network and tap into any local operator and make a call. Again, no need to change your SIM card or phone number, and next generation messaging app, so forth and so on. Operators, I've already kind of gone through that. Okay, so vision. We directly connect mobile network operators and end users globally on our blockchain-based marketplace. As a mobile operator in Europe with over 20 years in telecom, we are going to leverage this blockchain platform to enter the global market and offer it to all operations. So they're creating a telecommunications marketplace. That is key here, guys. There are a lot of data marketplaces popping up. There's a lot of insurance marketplaces popping up. There's healthcare marketplaces popping up. This is an attempt to create a telecommunications marketplace, which I think is a very, very smart idea, actually. Very, very cool. Okay. With BubbleTone blockchain, travelers can swiftly become legitimate local customers of any foreign operator in the country they are traveling to. They don't need to replace their SIM card and they retain their home number. Again, a very, very cool feature at very, very low charges. I've traveled again to Argentina, to South America, all over really, to Russia, to other parts of Eastern Europe. And you literally have to go and get a local phone number, or you have to use your provider like AT&T or Comcast from home, but then they charge you exorbitant rates and very, very high fees to talk internationally. So not ideal situation, guys. Again, okay, look through this one pager on your own. I've gone through most of this, so I won't too much anymore. Now the white paper. I want to go through the white paper here just for a moment. It's pretty extensive. It's 36 pages. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, obviously, but I want to go through the highlights, like some of the benefits, right? What we have today, this is important. They have an operational platform that is able to upload mobile profiles and subscriber SIM cards. They operationalize an applet certified by one of the world's largest SIM card manufacturers, Uber. They have a beta version of the Messenger, which with a playful name, BubbleTones, but with serious technological capabilities. You can download that on the Google Play or on the Apple App Store. You can download it. You should go download it. Go play around with it and see how it works. Okay. So let's see. I want to get down to the benefits here. Okay, what are the benefits? So the benefits are transactions are incontestable. Operations conducted in the blockchain are nearly impossible to fake or hide. This factor is important both for operators and their clients. So whatever you do on their platform cannot be broken, can't be hid, can't be cheated, can't be faked, or anything like that, right? The data is safe. So whether you become a node, whether you become an end user, that data is safe. So an entire blockchain is kept on many nodes within the network in many copies, so the chance of data loss is extremely low, as is the case with any technology that's built on blockchain. The transaction error rate is minimized as each action is controlled by a strict code on the operator's nodes. Less traffic is transmitted among operators. All interactions are now conducted via a decentralized P2P network. Very, very cool. Any additional code the system runs on is void of sensitive information that could be stolen. The only data requiring protection are the private keys of the participants, so the people that are actually lending out the tokens, the UMT tokens. Other benefits of a specific blockchain are given below. And then it kind of goes through a number. I've already gone through some of these benefits here. You can more. And then it really kind of breaks down what they're trying to do, their growth projections, how the technology actually works, so forth and so on. hardware you would need, to become a mobile operator, and so on. And that's really it, guys, in a nutshell. I mean, I think, let me check. Let me see if there's anything else real quick. Let me jump over to the FAQs, because I think the FAQs will answer quite a bit. How can I buy tokens? What cryptocurrencies are accepted? Which wallet? That's always a big question. To receive UMT compliant, you need the Ether wallet. You can use my Ether wallet, guys. That's what I use, and it looks like you can do the same thing, ERC-20 compliant, which my Ether wallet is, so you can use that, right? What is the goal of the project? The goal of Bubbletone blockchain platform is to eliminate all long, complex, and costly inter-operator roaming procedures, and to create a new market for thousands of telecom carriers, opening affordable mobile services for silent roamers. Our blockchain is telecom ecosystem provides direct interaction between mobile operators and service providers via smart contracts. Very cool. They're disrupting that entire industry, guys. How is your system going to expand? The Bubbletone ecosystem will expand through 3 main agents: new mobile operators, new users to the Bubbletone Messenger, and new service providers, right? TV, music. And I can see how this would expand out into more than just like phone calls and subscriber carriers, right? You can already see TV, music, cloud services. They're going to expand this out into many other areas of telecommunications and media. And it's very, very interesting how they're going to do this. And there's some similar aspects of Tron, right? Where they're going to potentially be looking at content to leverage content on their blockchain ecosystem and essentially farm it out to other people and pay back content creators for the content that they made. I'm not saying that's what they're doing exactly right now, but in the future, I can see them doing that and building that out as part of their business model. This business model, I could just see, has a lot of potential, a lot of options or use cases and how they can use it. Because again, guys, they're building out a platform. They're not leveraging something and building it out. Like they're not leveraging, blockchain and just making a token. They're actually building a platform and an ecosystem, which I love to see. Similar to IOTA, similar to Stellar Lumens, similar to, there's a lot of platforms. What's another Particle that I just mentioned the other day? Platforms, guys. The name of the game for ICOs to me is platforms, not necessarily coins. And I love this because that's exactly what they're doing in a multi-billion-dollar industry that we call telecommunications. So, all right, so I think that's all I really wanted to go through here. I do want to maybe look at the roadmap here real quick with you guys. Okay, initial version of smart contracts ready in Q1, web API in Q2, which is great. This is all going to move pretty fast. Global mobile profile approval by International Telecommunication Union, Q3. Q4, expanding list of mobile operator. This is awesome. Yep, 2019. So this year is their year, and they're going to be working very, very quickly, it looks like, according to the roadmap, which in Q1 we'll be able to see, the results. At the end of Q1, we'll be able to see the results. They also have a roadshow going on. So if you're in London or Barcelona on any of these dates, you can go see them personally, go talk to them personally. They'll be in Singapore. They'll be in Santa Clara, California, which is close to where I live in the Silicon Valley, November. I will probably try to make it there if I can. Because I'm very interested in what they're doing here. But again, guys, I hope you find this interesting. I'd love to know your thoughts on this, and I would love to know if you think this is a viable ICO, a viable project that they're building out. They've obviously put a lot of resources into this. They've obviously put a lot of effort into this. They've been doing this for quite some time. The founders and team have been around in the telecommunications space for a very, very long time. So I would love to know your thoughts on this one, guys. I think this has some tremendous potential. I'm Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on that red button. See you guys next time.